Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FJ Media. For those people who have not subscribed to FJ Media, make sure you touch the subscription bell. After you have touched the subscription bell, YouTube will be automatically notifying you when we upload our latest video. So you only take 1 or 2 seconds. Touch the subscription bell. After you have touched the subscription bell, YouTube will be automatically notifying you when you upload our latest video. So yesterday we saw Gachagua was on a interview with Citizen TV, Ivan Okwaro, and he was asked if he's going to vie for, if he can vie for the president come 2027. And he said if he will be cleared, he will vie for president come 2027. So before we start our topic of today, because this is the one which is going to form the basis of this analysis, let's hear regarding Gachagua.
I have been saying that of all the aspirants, you are best placed to run for president. Mr. Gachagua, can you confirm to us tonight if this is something that you are doing? Are you interested in running for president of the Republic of Kenya?
What a question, Yvonne. Am I interested? Why not? I am a candidate to be president of the Republic of Kenya. I am qualified. I have support. I am looking for more support. And I'll be on the ballot as a candidate for president.
Let's talk about you being on the ballot. How will that happen with your impeachment?
What do you mean? William Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta had charges against him, crimes against humanity. In The Hague, he was elected as president.
They were not convicted. They were facing charges at the ICC.
Nobody has been convicted.
Do you think that's a fair comparison? The charges they were facing at the ICC.
What the Constitution of Kenya says. What the Constitution of Kenya says. What? I just want to tell you what
yeah, for a moment. Can I ask the question?
Okay.
Okay. Do you think it's a fair comparison that they were facing charges at the ICC, facing charges? You, on the other hand, based on the laws of this country, faced charges at the Senate and were found guilty of some, not all, but enough to impeach you as deputy president.
John Weluke, the MP for Sirisia, was convicted and jailed for 74 years. Okay? Before the elections. Okay? He filed an appeal before the High Court. When the elections came, the law is very clear that the Constitution guarantees your right to vie for elective office, even if you have been convicted, if you have not exhausted the remedies available in law. Okay? Regarding Gachagua has a matter before the High Court. It has not even been heard. It needs to go to the High Court, Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court, until the Supreme Court says regarding Gachagua was impeached properly.
And if that happens, if the Supreme Court,
I'm saying if the Supreme
Court, that's what I'm saying.
If it says yes,
if you go all the way,
that's what I'm saying.
And the Supreme Court says upholds your impeachment.
If it does, yes. If the Supreme Court opposes my impeachment, then I cannot run.
Okay.
It has not. The High Court has not. The Court of Appeal has not. Until that has happened, regarding Gachagua remains free to vie for office. And I don't want to discuss matters before court, but even the judges will take judicial notice of what is going on and how this guy called Rigi was impeached. You know, the things I don't. That's what I'm saying.
Because I don't want us to.
But you see, you are the one. You are the one who brought things that were before the Senate. Yeah. Those speeches were before the Senate.
No.
I was tried on the same issue, so you are trying me the second time.
No. Those speeches were not as a result of the Senate. They were as a result of what you had said before. They were at the Senate.
You are trying me a second time.
Was I trying you a second time?
You were asking me to make comments on matters I've already made comments before.
No, we're holding you to account for statements that you make, Mr. Rigadi.
Before I exhaust all the remedies available to me by law, and you know the law is very good.
You have heard regarding Gachagua saying that if need be, he can vie for president come 2027. And I've already told you in FJ Media, if regarding Gachagua can be cleared, regarding Gachagua will vie for president come 2027. Because if you look at this opposition is very weak without Rigathi Gachagua. Because even we have seen when Rigathi Gachagua jetted out of the country, the opposition went mute because the person who was giving them the energy to move around was Rigathi Gachagua. So since Rigathi Gachagua jetted out back in the country, the opposition was dead. So and Rigathi Gachagua knows very well. If Rigathi Gachagua, because we know in the mountain, Rigathi Gachagua has around 6.3 million votes. So if Rigathi Gachagua can team up with the Kalonzo Musyoka, Rigathi Gachagua may surprise you. Because even in 2002, Uhuru Kenyatta when William Ruto was campaigning against Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, people were not believing that that William Ruto can win the presidency, because people were saying that if Uhuru Kenyatta has the deep state and the Raila Amolo Odinga was enjoying the support of the entire Kenya nation, so people could not believe that William Ruto will win the presidency. Even as Rigathi Gachagua, if Rigathi Gachagua will vie for president, and maybe Kalonzo Musyoka Kalonzo Musyoka can be deputize him, I'm telling you, William Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua will surprise many, because politics is about numbers, and we have seen even the Gen Z factor. What has really messed this arithmetics of politics is the Gen Z factor, because you don't know if Gen Z factor they will come up with the presidential candidate. Even yesterday, you saw Boniface Mwangi as officially saying that he's going to vie for president come 2020, and many more candidates will come to vie for president. So because this Gen Z factor will determine so much who is going to come the president of the Republic of Kenya, because the Gen Z is around 14.3 million voters. So if they can rally behind their candidate, there is nobody who is going to get 50+1. And Rigathi Gachagua knows it very well, because we know very well you cannot underrate Rigathi Gachagua, because Rigathi Gachagua has worked with Uhuru Kenyatta, President Moi. Rigathi Gachagua was the PA of Uhuru Kenyatta. Rigathi Gachagua has worked closely with William Ruto. So Rigathi Gachagua, even he was a former DO, so you cannot do away with Gachagua. So if Gachagua will be cleared and run for president, Gachagua may surprise you, because politics have even people who could not believe that William Ruto win against the deep state and Raila Amolo Odinga's support. So Rigathi Gachagua can surprise you if he'll be the flag bearer of the opposition, because if he will be the flag bearer of the opposition, believe me not, the entire nation of Mulima will vote for Rigathi Gachagua. And if he will team up with Kalonzo Musyoka, because Kalonzo Musyoka enjoys the support of Ukambani around 3.2 million. So if you add up 3.2 and 6 point something million for the mountain, Rigathi Gachagua can determine and can surprise you, and he can win the presidency come 2027. Because politics is about number. Because we know William Ruto in 2002, he was very strong, because the narrative of the hustler nation, he sell it very well to the common mwananchi. And now we have seen even because we have now seen the narrative of William Ruto of Mama Mboga. He cannot go to the ground and say Mama Mboga, because people were expecting too much from him. And since he was elected, nothing has been done. So there is no way he can come with the same narrative to the common mwananchi, because people have said you come with that narrative, and since you are being elected as a president, nothing has changed. So Rigathi Gachagua, if the opposition will make sure that he is the one who is going to be the flag bearer, William Ruto will be in a big trouble. So for those people who have not subscribed to FJ Media, make sure you touch the subscription bell. After you have touched the subscription bell, YouTube will be automatically notifying you when you upload our latest video. Bye. Let's meet in another video.